Hey there, my friends. It's Jen Pitta with By the Shore Stamping. Welcome into a new edition of Teach Me Tuesday. I am actually excited to be back. I've been a little MIA. I apologize on that. Was in Greece for the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip the last week and a half, and it took me a little while to get back into the swing of things. Actually, I got back late on Tuesday last week, so didn't really have time for a Teach Me Tuesday. I was too busy trying to recover from jet lag, but I am back, and I'm super excited. This month in July, I have kind of been focusing on the theme of summer for most of my content on my social media and my newsletters and whatnot. So today I wanted to share with you a really fun card featuring kind of a different color combo, I think, for me, but a fun card featuring this sailing home set. I've used this a bunch. I also use the dies that go with it. These are really fun. I love having the coordinating dies to work with my stamp set, which you can see a lot of these cut out the actual images. So the anchor, the lighthouse, the two boats, those all cut out. And then this also works with most of the greetings as well. So it's a really versatile set and a lot of fun. And then of course we have some coordinating stuff too, like the seaweed and the little knot rope and the wheel and stuff. So they're really a super fun stamp set. So I'm going to use this because when you're talking about summer, this is the perfect set for that. So I'm taking a crumb cake card base, and I'll actually tell you a little secret. I had originally wanted to copy a card out of the catalog, and you can see it on page 11, I think. And I don't know where I put it. I have here it is. I was just not liking how it was coming out. So you can see I started to mess with it, and it was just not working the way I wanted. So I scratched it and made my own design because I was thinking I wouldn't be able to come up with something, but what I was doing was not working. So we scratched that, and I used some of the pieces from that to create this card instead. So what I'm going to do is I took a little bit of the, this is actually the pattern paper from the crafting suite, but I wanted to add a pop of yellow in here because I put yellow on my boat. I don't know why this adhesive is being ornery today, but it is. So I'm going to stick just a 1" by 4" strip of this yellow at the top and the bottom of this card, like this. We'll set that aside. Then I'm going to take some white twine. I'm using a piece of the Come Sail Away paper, smooth. I think that's what it's called, Come Sail Away. So I'm using a piece of that, and I'm just going to, let me just make sure I have this the right way, because one's 4 1/4 and one's 4. So yeah, so I want to do it this way. I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to wrap this around. I think I cut myself too much twine, but it's okay. Wrap that around. Today was definitely a good day for crafting. I'm here on Cape Cod in Massachusetts, in case you don't already know that. And we actually had a couple of tornado warnings last night and today. And apparently, from what I've heard, it's only been a few minutes since it actually all kind of went down. But from what I've heard, we actually had a touchdown of a tornado in the Mid-Cape area. So apparently some damage and everything. So yeah, kind of crazy. Yeah. Really crazy, actually. So we'll see. I don't know if that's true or not because I haven't really watched the news yet, but I've got a lot of messages and touch bases with a lot of you. So thank you for that, including my family. So I am all good. I'm in Bourne now, so I'm pretty safe from that today. We didn't have any issues today. We had one that touched down near the Cape Cod Canal bridges last October, and that was near me. But this one, I am good. We just had a lot of rain this morning, so it's been a good crafting day, for sure. But a little wild weather. So hopefully you're safe wherever you are. Kind of scary. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead. I used my, I love these punches. This is the Starburst punch and the 2" circle punch, and they meld together so perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this on here. And this is just kind of a different pop of color for this kind of card, but I liked it. Then I'm going to actually take some of the seaweed, which I cut using the die. So I ran my die through some soft sea foam and some mint macaron paper. And I'm going to kind of attach that here. I'm going to just put a little bit of tape here, and I'm going to use that to kind of secure what I'm doing, and I'm just going to sort of press this into the tape. And then I'm going to stick this one here a little bit lower, and then one more here. And I kind of went too far with that adhesive, so now it's sticky over here. Let's move it over. And I kind of space them out a little bit so that there. All right. And then there. Now I'm going to pop this up on top of here. And I'll sort of tack these down too, now that I've got them in place. Just a little bit of tape there. And I can tack those down so they stay put. Okay, I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of here, just to pop that up a little bit. Okay. And we'll put that down in the middle, like that. Then I used the large sailboat from the Sailing Home stamp set, and I'm using gray granite ink, and I'm going to stamp that here. And while I'm doing some stamping, I also have a small little piece. This is just scrap Whisper White. This is a 2" by 1/2" piece of Whisper White, and I'm using Mossy Meadow, which is the color in the designer series paper I used. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp the greeting right in the middle there, like that. And that's all the stamping I did on this one. I am going to cut the ends, so if you snip a little bit in the middle, banner cut the ends, I should say, and then go from corner to center and corner to center, and again this way. Okay, so that's all set. I'll set that aside. This one, I'm going to use my blends, so I'm going to use the light yellow and the dark yellow. And I'm just going to color in the little boat with my blends. You wanted to make sure you gave a few minutes for that ink to dry. That's the other reason why I did that other stamping piece first, because this is not Memento ink, and so it needs just a tiny bit of time to kind of dry before you start coloring. And it could still bleed a little bit because it's water-based ink, but it seems to be doing just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and add some darkness here in my image, and I'm doing kind of a little bit of a sloppy job, but then I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. Kind of blend the colors together using the light one. So I started with the light blends, then I went to the dark, and then I went back and kind of merged a little bit with the light again. Then I'm going to take my Big Shot and my die, and I'm going to go ahead and run that through the machine, and it will die cut it out for you, so you get that. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals again. I'm going to use some of the mini dimensionals this time because there's some little tiny spots here. And we'll put those here. Gimme. And one more over here. Whoops, I got two. These are a little bit trickier to peel off, but they still come off pretty easy. You can kind of, if you need to, stick your thumbnail in the middle and it lifts the side, and that makes it a little bit easier to peel if you get stuck. Sometimes. This one's stubborn apparently. There we go. I got it. I'm going to stick that right on top of the Calypso Coral Circle. And then I'm also going to take just a couple of the mini dimensionals and stick them right on the outer edges of this, because it's going to overlap here, but this is lower because I have dimensionals on this. So just to even it out, I'll put some of those on the either side, and I'll add a little bit. Oh, come on. This thing's being silly. There we go. A little bit of tape in the middle, and I'm just going to stick that right across the center like that. And there you have it. Oh wait, nope, not yet. Then I actually grabbed some of these little yellow sequins and I added a few of those to the card as well. And then we're finished. There you go. Quick and easy card. Did have some layering and some die cutting, so it's a little more advanced than some cards, but it's still really cute. Great for guys or girls, and a really fun way to use this fun summer kind of themed and by the shore stamping themed stamp set. You know, if it's got any sort of nautical elements, that I own it because of where I live. So thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe. I bring out another new video each Tuesday and would love to have you join me each week. Have a great week and we'll see you next time. Bye.